Good morning, class 4. Myself Ranjit Kumar. I welcome you all in the e-learning program of Modern English School, Kuntinagar, Nevada. This is the second video lecture of the chapter The Earth and Its Neighbors. In yesterday's video, you have seen about the solar system and the sun. In that you have seen what is solar system. The sun, the 8 planets and their satellites are together called solar system. And next thing you have seen, sun is present at the center of our solar system, and this sun is a hot ball of gases, means sun is a star and it is a hot ball of gases. Like other stars, sun is also a hot ball of gases. But as we see the star, they are very small. We see it very size of the star is very small. But sun appears big to us. Why? Because it is very close to us. So sun is the nearest star to the earth. It is about 150 million kilometer from the earth. That's why it appears so big. Next is the surface. The temperature on the surface of the sun is around 6000 degrees centigrade. Okay, these things we have seen. And last one more thing we have seen, this sun gives us heat and light. So sun is the ultimate source of light and heat for the earth. One more thing, that life cannot be imagined, means we cannot survive without sun. So these all things you have seen. In today's video we are going to see about the earth. Earth is our home world. It is a planet. Earth is a planet that revolves around the sun. The earth surface have, अर्थ पे हमारे अर्थ में क्या क्या है? Mountains, plain, river, valleys, everything is there. It is a beautiful planet. But it was not always like this. When it was formed, it was a huge ball of dust and gases. And this huge ball of dust and gases keep revolving around, means keep spinning around its axis. वो अपने एक्सिस के चारों तरफ घूमता रहता था. While spinning slowly, it get cooled. The outer layer that got cooled, it is called crust, means outer layer cooled faster. It becomes solid and it formed the crust. And some gases during that escaped into the space, but some gases remained. And the molten or the hot molten material remain inside the earth. Okay, so the first picture of the complete earth, means first view of complete earth, was seen during 1968. During 1968, for the first time, the astronauts of the Apollo 8 that revolved around the moon, first saw the earth. That gave the first view of the earth. Okay, so some important point I will mention and you will note it down. The earth is our home world. It is a beautiful planet with land, water, mountains, plains, etc. So, when Earth was born, it was a huge ball of dust and hot gases. For millions of years, it kept spinning. As a result, outer surface became cold and hard. The hot molten material, molten means पिघला हुआ, hot molten material remained in its core after millions of years, means after millions of years of its formation, means formation of earth, life originated on the earth. We got complete means we got complete view of earth in 1968 when astronauts of Apollo 8 flew around the moon and saw the earth. So the first view of earth was seen in 1968 when astronauts of Apollo 8 flew around the moon and saw the earth. Okay, so earth has, if you can draw earth, the outer layer is called crust. At the center it is called core, and this area between the crust and the core, it is called mantle. So what I am saying here, the outer crust is hard and it is solid structure. Mantle is in the molten condition, means the rocks, means this outer crust is mostly made up of rocks and it contains soil. Inside this crust, the rocks are in molten condition and this is called mantle. Sometimes this mantle comes out from a crack in the crust. Sometimes there is some crack in the crust. Through this crack, this mantle comes out and this opening means this crack in the crust is called volcano. Okay, so the outermost layer is called crust. The layer just below the crust is called mantle. It is in the molten condition, it is in the solid condition. The innermost part of the earth is called core. So in this, core is also divided into two parts, outer core and inner core. This is called outer core and this is called inner core. Okay, so the outer core here, it is means outer core is liquid and the inner core means at the center it is solid. So what I am saying here, the outer, this crust is solid, this mantle is in the molten liquid condition, this outer core is also in the liquid condition, but at the center inner core is in solid condition. Okay, so these are the three layers of the earth, means inner part of the earth. First is crust. The outer layer of earth is called crust. It is thin layer of solid rocks. It includes soil, means we get soil from the rocks. We know weathering of the rocks result into soil. Mantle, very hot molten rocks, मीन्स ये बहुत गर्म है, इतना गर्म है कि रॉक्स पिघल गया है. सो वेरी हॉट मोल्टेन रॉक्स जस्ट बिलो द crust is called mantle. Okay, sometimes this molten rocks means mantle comes out from the crack means a breaking in the crust, cracks in the crust called volcano. What is volcano? Crack in the crust through which the molten rock comes out is called volcano. फिर से बोल रहे हैं, the crack in the crust through which molten rocks come out is called volcano. The innermost part of the earth is called core. The innermost part of earth is core and it is divided into two parts, outer core and inner core. The outer core is liquid, means outer core is liquid and inner core is solid. So hope you understand. If you still anyone have any problem, you can ask in the morning. Okay, thank you.